Hello class 12. Today I am going to start with the second part of the poem Keeping Quiet. Let's start. Those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire, victory with no survivors. This line is very important. Would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers in the shade doing nothing. What he is saying? And those all who propagate war, who talk about war, who prepare green war, war against greenery, war against, you can say, now I can say green wars is the war against nature. Like you are cutting down the trees, you are destroying the nature. Then wars with gas, when you are in production of chemicals and all. Wars with fire, when you set fire to the jungles to remove them. Victory with no survivors. This line is very important. Why? When this war happens, this war, green war or whatever you say, this doesn't have any survivors left. Why? Because it is against humanity, and at the end what will happen? We would not be left to celebrate our victory. Okay? Now what these people, all those people who are doing this, what they will do? They will put on clean clothes. Here clean clothes not only refer to clothes but also to the thoughts, pure thoughts. And what they will do? They will walk about with their brothers in the shade doing nothing. And what they will do? They will put on the clean thoughts. They will come out of their profession. They will leave that for a while and they will come out in shade of the nature that they were trying to destroy, and they will not be doing anything. Okay? Now what the poet is saying, what I want should not be confused with total inactivity. What he is saying, that whatever I am stressing over here, that you don't do anything, it should not be taken to be complete inactivity. Rather, life is what it is about. I want no truck with death. No truck with death refers that you should not associate it with death. That if we are not doing anything, we are dead. No, I am not asking about it. If we were not so single-minded about keeping our lives moving and for once could do nothing, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves and of the threatening ourselves with death. What he is saying now? Now the idea comes out. What he is saying? I am not saying that you should stop doing everything. What you should do? You should enjoy the life. But you should pause for some time and think what you are doing. If we were not so single-minded, what he stresses the fact over here, that if we were not so much focused over one thing, what is that thing? Material growth. If we were not only thinking about that and about keeping our lives moving, and we were talking about progress only. If we were not doing this and for once could do nothing, and for once, for one time at least, we should stop doing nothing, perhaps there is a chance there must be a huge silence which would interrupt this sadness of worldly life that we are facing. Okay? Of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. And what he is saying, we are never able to understand ourselves. Ourselves here refers to all the humanity. We are not able to understand what we are treading towards to, what we are heading towards to. We are heading towards the destruction of the entire planet. What he is saying, you should understand this thing, that if we will not stop, what will happen? Ultimately a calamity will come. Perhaps the earth can teach us, as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. Now I'll count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I'll go. And in the concluding lines, the poet says, maybe the earth can give you the best example of keeping quiet. What happens? When the earth becomes quiet, when everything comes to still, maybe it is a new beginning. You have seen, like when there is the wind is about to move fast, there is a storm. What happens? Everything becomes still before that. So it might be a new beginning. It might be a change. And what he is saying at the end, now I am going away. You count up to 12. And I am leaving you with these thoughts. You introspect yourselves and go ahead with the further things. Okay children, now we will be meeting in the next video where we will be discussing the poetic devices and the question answers. Thank you.